Hi, my name's Marc Chapman, manager of the HI Principia European Equity Fund. Looking at the month of August, we see that the fund has declined slightly in a difficult environment. Essentially, the higher risk parts of the long book underperformed during the month because of the overall concerns, starting with Turkey and then going on to the other emerging markets. Clearly, the rise in the dollar and the pressure on the emerging market currencies has some knock-on effect in Europe in terms of the impact on the European banking sector and also the basic resources stocks listed in the region. In terms of the overall portfolio in August, I would highlight Altran Technologies is one interesting recovery play. The company is the world leader in R&D outsourcing. It has a global footprint and recently bought a US business called Aricent. Now, unfortunately, after their acquisition, they discovered one example of fraud in the company and therefore had to announce to the market this issue. This caused a large share price decline. And we spoke to the company, reviewed the investment case, and we think that this example is one-off, in that going forward, the integration of the two businesses will create a good platform for accelerated revenue growth and improved free cash flow over the next few years. Given the discount on the share price, we think there's good 50-60% upside over a 2-year view on this name. Detractors from performance during the month came from the high beta part of the portfolio, examples being Valorec, which makes seamless tubes, and also Extron in Germany, which is involved in the technology sector. Both companies are well positioned and should be able to grow well, but short term, the high beta nature of the stocks led to a decline. Looking forward, given the sell-off we've seen in the cyclical parts of the European index, we now think the risk reward facing these companies is more positive. If we look at automotive suppliers, which we've been cautious of earlier in the year, their recent share price declines have led to some interesting opportunities, we think. And we would highlight Plastic Omnium in France as one such example. The company is the leader in the exterior parts for automotive and is leading in terms of smart technologies around improving the sensors, radars, and all the technology needed for autonomous driving. Going forward, their modular platform will gain share with OEMs, and their organic growth will accelerate from its current levels. Following the recent sell-off, the stock is on 10 times earnings with a very good midterm earnings profile and a good free cash flow yield. This is one such example of higher beta, more cyclical names where we now think the risk-return trade-off is skewed to the upside. And finally, in terms of the upside to our long book, we see 40% over 2 years at the current time. Historically, this has been a good indicator for positive performance over the next quarter. Thank you very much.